make sure to do that very same thing.
Here we go. So this is the first true player requested Donkey of the Day. I've had people ask me to give Donkey to a few other people, but the material wasn't there. Here, though, we've got some material. So yes, Donkey of the Day for Saturday, September 10th goes to KyleSmith. We all have foot and mouth disease moments, people. You might have casually said something to a girl that you thought was fine and normal to say, then they get mad and stop talking to you forever. Or for a few hours. We've been there. Lil Tank has had his fight with foot and mouth disease too. KyleSmith also has his bouts with foot and mouth disease. A few days ago in IRC, KyleSmith, Blister, and Rich were talking about cars. I can't relate because I don't know a bunch about cars. Yes, I'm a guy who knows nothing about cars. Sue me, you faggot. But anyway, KyleSmith was talking about 4x4s for off-road capabilities in the UK. And then after Jayance made a similar comment to that, Blister told Jayance not to pop Kyle's fantasy bubble. This is where his security complex kicked in for KyleSmith, and he asked, quote, "Why is it a fantasy, Blistify? Is it because you don't think I can afford it?" This is where the problem comes in. KyleSmith then posts an audio clip in IRC of a recording of his bank account balance. Let's listen.
Balance is £134,037.96, and the amount available to use is £132,745.48. Would you like to hear an explanation of the available balance?
No.
Is there anything else we can help you?
Now, that's what we call textbook foot and mouth disease, and this upset some of the IRC community. This seems like a situation where KyleSmith really didn't know the ill of what he was doing. Showing everyone an audio clip of your assets is not a very smart thing to do. We understand that you help head Gaming Dynamics Incorporated, Limited, Enterprises, whatever it is, and that's okay. We support you on your endeavors, at least except for the people that tried to shut down the CNR radio for an hour and a half of content. But when having a conversation about cars, about trees, about anything, it's always a red flag to drop your bank account on people and literally flash the $50 bill you use as a loincloth. What would be worse is if that $50 bill was actually enough to cover your any fucking way. Some people may say, you're jealous. Possibly. I'm sure everyone who had a problem with this would sacrifice whatever to live your life of luxury, so to speak. Especially ones that try to bust their ass to get 10 times less than that. Now, with all that, I'm recycling this from a recent CNR news, so if you watch that, this won't apply to you. But it's time for me to brag, guys. I've rickrolled you. Trolled you. I'm about to show you an audio clip of what's in my bank account. Here it is.
Will that be from your savings or your checking account, sir?
Saving.
May I please see some identification?
Sure. There you go.
Thank you. Sir, we are showing a balance of $0.00 for both of your accounts.
Oh.
Next.
Damn. Did I just do that? Again? Anyway, I don't think KyleSmith was trying to be braggy. He was trying to prove a point that didn't need to be proven. However, again, when you drop the bombshell of an automated ATM saying your bank account contents, it rubs the people the wrong way. And by that, I mean rubbed worse than a trained massager. Please give KyleSmith the sweet sound of the Hamiltones, please.
You are the donkey of the day.
Burro.
You're the donkey of the day.
So, Little Tank, if I had just met you, right? And if I tell you right off the bat that I got 600 G's in the bank and shake your hand, what would you say or do to me?
I would laugh at you because I'll be like, nobody asked you, bro.
Well, there you go. And that's the entire point. I also noticed that KyleSmith has quit the CNR channel. Now, I know the CNR channel is full of autism, but I think it's time to fess up, and
Can I say something? When I met Angelo 10, maybe you guys know him. He said he was rich, but he never showed off his cash. So yeah, that's a guy that you kind of respect right there because he doesn't show off his money.
yes, and even Juicy did, but well, I don't know, not in a specific way, but there you go.